Woman arrested in metro Atlanta months after her child was found buried in the backyard, hundreds of miles away. Atlanta News First anchor Lana Harris has the latest on the investigation.
I want to talk about a case of a young boy named Zamar King III.
That's Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy levying charges against 41-year-old Brandy Pierce for the murder of her 9-year-old son.
The cause of death found by the medical examiner was smothering and neck compression.
Authorities believe it happened in October of last year, but King's remains were not found until January 6th of this year. They were buried behind a garage at the rental home on Whittingham, where Pierce lived with Zamar and her other son, who is said to be 3 years old.
It's alleged that she purchased a shovel. She bound him by tying his hands and feet together and dug a hole in the background of the house on Whittingham, where she had been living for a short time.
Sources say Pierce only moved into the house in early September of 2024.
It's sad, though. It's really sad that that happened.
One neighbor who did not want to be identified remembered an encounter with Pierce back in early November. She says she knew something was wrong. It was a month after authorities say Zamar was murdered.
As a woman, I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, and then she would stand there, and then she would walk back. She'd stand there, walk back. So maybe something was wrong with her, I don't know, or maybe she was dealing with the issue of what she did.
Sources say the landlord went to the home to do some maintenance 2 days before Thanksgiving and found it was vacant. Pierce fled the state to Georgia with her 3-year-old son, where Worthy says he's now in foster care. Public records show Pierce was arrested in Brookhaven for cruelty to children in the first degree on December 20th. She was arrested again in Cobb County on January 10th for possession of a controlled substance and theft. Meanwhile, back in Wayne County,
we are charging Brandy Catrice Pierce today with 1 count of murder in the first degree premeditation. Count 2 is homicide felony murder.
The Detroit Police Department works relentlessly on behalf of victims, and we are confident that there will be accountability for this.
Lana Harris, Atlanta News First.